Steve McGoy alongside Richard White here, and we are super excited to welcome you to our first episode of Foodservice versus TikTok. We have some really cool stuff lined up for you this show, alongside an amazing guest chef, which we'll introduce you in a little while. So sit down, fasten your seatbelts, and enjoy the ride.
All right. Here we are. We are here with our very first, the number one episode of Foodservice versus TikTok. And I'm very happy to have one of my good friends and a legend in the Collingwood Thornbury market guest chef with me here today. We have Chef Jeff Anderson from Culinary Designs in Thornbury. He's going to help me judge as we create some really great dishes for you. So, our premise of our show is where we take a really cool TikTok video and we see if we can turn that into something that'll work for your business. So today, we are taking on the fried cheese challenge. So you've seen this all over TikTok, people slapping cheese around and throwing it in the fryer. And we want to see if we can do something with it. So we've actually got a quick clip that we'll show you. Jay's going to run that background. And then we'll get into our first recipe. So Jay, if you want to roll that TikTok clip, that would be great.
Oh man.
Not that cheese in there.
Listen to me now.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Bismillah.
Yes.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
That's a lot of cheese. That's a lot of cheese in one sitting here. All right, so I'm going to pass the puck over to my good friend here, Steve McGoy from Lynch Foods, as he's going to give us our very first recipe of the day. What do you got for us?
Absolutely, and this is going to be amazing. And listen, hey, deep fried cheese, it tastes amazing. It really does, and it's not a new concept. There's been fried cheese being done in restaurants and different applications for a while, but we wanted to take a look at this little clip and this concept of making fried cheese cool again. It's not just a mozzarella stick. It's doing something really fun and funky with it. So I'm going to show you two recipes. I'm going to start with one. Actually, I'm going to start with the second and then go back to the first. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of beautiful, beautiful pulled pork, courtesy of Lester's. Thank you very much, Richard.
Hey, anytime. That's our pulled pork.
Hey, it's pulled pork right there. This stuff's awesome. It's got great fat to it. It's nice and chunky. It's really good for this taco application I'm going to use in a few minutes. So I'm just going to put this into my saute pan, get that warming up. Beautiful stuff. And I'll just kind of have that going on in the background. So if I forget about it, yell at me. But now, my first dish is actually a salad. But in the salad, and the star of the salad is going to be this fried cheese. But not your traditional fried cheese. I'm going to take goat cheese and fry it. People are probably thinking goat cheese. I tell you, when you fry goat cheese, it becomes even creamier and silkier and sexier than anything you've had before. So let me show you really quickly my little technique of breading and how I like to do my cheeses. I think there's a couple really important things to remember as you're doing breading and as you're working with fried cheeses or those sorts of things. So I set up a traditional sort of breading station. So some seasoned flour, some egg, little egg wash, and some seasoned panko breadcrumbs. So those are basically your three main things you're going to need to bread your cheese. So I'm going to start with a little wheel of goat cheese. A couple of small things to remember. When you're frying cheese, you want to place it in the freezer before you fry it, just for 15, 20 minutes, just to firm it up a little bit. That way you won't get any seepage or you won't ruin your fryer oil with leaky cheese. So I'm going to place this first little disc of goat cheese in some flour with my left hand, which is going to be my dry breading hand. All right. So into the flour, into the egg it goes.
So the left hand is the good hand. Is that what you're saying?
There you go. There you go.
I love your technique there, Chef.
We went there, didn't we? We went there already. So then over here into the breadcrumb, and I'm going to place it actually back into the egg for a second dredging. Right hand, leave that one alone. Melba bread. There we go. And what you end up with is a beautiful little puck of goat cheese that's got gorgeous breading on it. I'm going to place that right in the deep fryer for maybe 30 to 45 seconds. It's going to crisp up on the outside, be absolutely stunning, and I'll show you what I do with that in this dish. So that's sort of just a quick one-on-one of breading. I just wanted to show you my technique, and I'm going to get right into my salad here. So what I did,
you can also put some flavor into the goat cheese too, which is kind of cool.
I love that idea. Absolutely.
Yeah, cranberries, apples, maybe some spices or some fresh herbs, which is really nice. That would go well with the goat cheese.
I like
well,
that.
you know, it's funny you say that because that would tie beautifully into this salad I'm going to do, which is a really sort of fall feel, sort of with those sort of flavors that come with the fall. So I've taken some beautiful kale here that I've just washed. It's nice and crisp. And I'm going to add to this some crispy bacon inside, a little bit here to start.
Nothing like crispy bacon.
So some salted pumpkin seeds in there. Some beautiful pecans and some apple. Put that inside my my bowl here.
Oh, it's almost like you guys talked about this in advance. It's crazy.
You know what? It's great minds think alike.
That's
this dressing I made.
Good to see.
This dressing I made, oh man, this thing kicks ass. So this is the base of this dressing is pumpkin puree, which is really cool. So I've added a little bit of cider vinegar, some garlic, some pumpkin spice, and the best part of this is I added some of Linda's gourmet maple chili sauce into this dressing. Oh man, it just brings that beautiful balance of sort of sweet heat along with those notes from the pumpkin. And I'm just going to place that inside here.
Every teenage girl on TikTok because you said pumpkin.
There you go. So look at this. So I'm just going to mix that beautifully. My hands get all that kale leaves.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a new TikTok dance you're seeing here. We don't need tongs when we're making salads. We'll just use our hands.
Just dance around. There you go.
It's fantastic.
So then,
show some skin.
Grab a plate or a bowl or whatever you'd like. Toss your pulled pork at the same time. And then onto this. Sorry, let me get one more glove here, guys. Onto the bowl goes the salad, which looks really cool, spread out just like this. So this is kind of a family style, beautiful salad you could place on a table, all those ingredients. You've got a few more of those same ingredients, so hit it with a few more of those pumpkin seeds, a little more bacon. Oh, yeah. Little bacon.
Some in there.
Some more pecans, a little more apple, guys. But then, remember I talked before about that goat cheese. So that goat cheese is beautiful and creamy. The fried cheese, right? That's what this is all about. So here comes your salad. This looks amazing already, but then you take a few of those pieces of fried goat cheese, kind of tuck those in there.
Gorgeous.
And boom, look at that. I mean, that is a salad. That is amazing. And when you cut into that, you divvy it up, you cut into that goat cheese, it's just going to sort of run nicely and really complement all those flavors you have in there. So my recommendation, one piece of goat cheese for every guest that's going to enjoy the salad. This thing is awesome. So a little fun with fried goat cheese. Richard, what do you have going on over there?
Well, I would like to say the 1980s have called and they want their cheese sticks back, man. That's what we're doing over
with the marinara.
That's right. We need to get ourselves a little boat, a little bit of leafy greens, man. I'm telling you. But in reality, what we're going to do, though, is we are going to take some cheese curds, a little homage to the Quebec roots of Lester's Foods, and we're going to bread them up here. So traditional breading, we're going to start off with a little bit of a flour situation. We got some seasoned egg here.
Situation, isn't he a musician or an actor or something?
I think he's from the Jersey Shore.
Ah, there you go. There you go.
And then into the panko. And then you just want to make sure that you push the panko kind of hard into the curd a little bit because curds are soft. And that's basically what you're going to get. And for, purposes of time and the show, I went ahead and actually made up a few in advance and I froze them off. And the reason why we do that is because cheese curds are really, really soft, right? And if you let them fry at room temperature, they're just going to turn into a mushy mess. So what we're going to do here is I got celebrity chef here, Jeff Abraham, giving us a little heat up here. I'm going to stir these, Jeff. Why don't you give a shameless plug to Culinary Designs while we're here?
So Culinary Designs out of Thornbury. We're a catering company that does weddings, private dinners, any kind of parties, anywhere. We'll be there. We do it. Like it's a really great company to work for. Culinary Designs out of Collingwood, out of Thornbury.
That's really great. The owner.
Amazing.
She's been around for a long time. I remember her for years.
Mm-hmm. No, it's been great. So very busy right now.
So what you want to do is you want to cook these until they just start giving off a little bit of cheese. And I think we've achieved that.
There we go. Yeah.
If I can get them out fast enough. Come on, guys. Let's go, Richard. I'm telling you.
Don't let it ease out.
And then I've got a secret that I learned from my good friends over at Reuben. We were doing some chicken here. We were testing some chicken products in the kitchen. And when we bring these guys out of the fire, we give them a little shake with some Lester Chef's secrets. This is our little place in the kitchen. I'm telling you, I use this stuff on French fries, chicken before I fry it, all that sort of stuff. But hey, you know what? Using it as a little seasoning here when it comes out of the deep fryer, it's going to stick on there real nice. You got to get it right when it's right out of the fryer. And then the dish I want to clean here today is all about the shareables. Restaurants, like when my wife and I, when we go out to dinner, we don't order like main courses really so much anymore. We'll just take a whole bunch of little shareables and we'll sit around and we'll do them.
Yeah, that's where it's going to.
So this is where I kind of piss off here today. So we have some deep fried cheese curds. I made a little bit of a dip here. Now chefs are going to go crazy with this. They're going to cut all sorts of little different things in here, whatever. I just wanted to show you this. Now the dip that I made to go with the Lester's seasoning here is actually from Lynch's. We've got some of their crunchy mustard and their horseradish. Just mix that up 50-50. Made a little dish out of it. And
good stuff. Let's try one out.
There we go. That's what we're talking about. Nice.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a shameless plug for Lynch right there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's really good. So I'm going to continue eating the rest of this. I believe we have a commercial queued up for you, and then we'll be back in 30 seconds. That's good. You like that?
So good.
Fantastic.
Fresh food and fresh ideas are at the heart of food and service. Working with the greatest team of supplier partners, Sysco delivers the big brands you expect, the Sysco brands you'll be delighted by, and the specialty items that will set you apart. Sysco also goes to great lengths to ensure that our suppliers and our state-of-the-art distribution warehouses maintain the highest safety standards, often above and beyond government regulations. With Sysco, quality is assured from fresh to finish. Creating memories with food starts with great ingredients. Sysco's brand family includes standout, authentic products such as Orizio's Italian staples, Butcher's Block Prime cuts, Sysco natural organic produce with the freshest field favorites, and more. Our brands are produced by partners who share our love for high-quality food products and our core values of integrity, excellence, teamwork, responsibility, and inclusiveness. Our assortment is always expanding. Find what you need today. The options are endless with Sysco. Visit sysco.ca to learn more.
Hey, we're back.
We're back. I think we're actually going back to Richard.
Yeah.
For this, we're heading back to Richard.
All right, guys. So the second plate we're going to make today is a Reuben. We're actually doing a very, very, very subtle hint. Lester's Foods there. We make the best Montreal smoked meat,
beautiful.
among other things. But you know what? I thought today we'd make a Reuben because everybody loves a Reuben. So Chef Jeff here is going to help me make up a Reuben, and I'm going to talk about the fried cheese part of it because, well, that was the challenge. So this morning, I'm not going to lie, I made this little guy up. I shredded some Swiss cheese, and I did the whole egg bread thing, right, and the panko, and I got it done. But I'm telling you, it was a mess. It took forever to do. There was a lot of waste, and I don't think that in today's kitchens that's going to be something that's going to get done. It's just too much mise en place for everybody. We're looking for stuff that will actually work in restaurants. So my recommendation after this little guy would be just to take some Swiss cheese, and you don't need to even use the big fancy Gruyere or whatever, because by the time you fry it and stick it into a Reuben, the nuance there is going to be gone. So I would just literally take some slices, you know, 1/4 inch thick there, and I would bread those off in the way that we breaded off the cheese curds, and then I would fry them. But because this is a live television show on the Cisco Virtual Network, Cisco Virtual Kitchen Network, I'm going to deep fry this guy that I made up about an hour ago. And of course, I froze him, so it would be break apart on me in the stuff. Now, the best part about a Reuben, other than smoked meat, is the fact that it gets crunchy. And that's what we're doing today. We're going to make that rye bread, grill it up nice and crunchy, and we're going to put into there a nice and crunchy fried cheese.
That's pivotal with fried cheese.
I don't know what happened here, right? No, but it's actually looking really good. It's starting to float. We should get one of those like cameras on a wheel here that I can kind of take and show you. But no, it's browning up really nice here in the deep fryer, as I suspected it would. Using grated cheese is going to allow for a lot of heat to kind of come into like little spots and make it really super crunchy. So we definitely achieved that here today. Beautiful. I'm going to show you what it looks like when it comes out of the fryer. So that's what we've got there. So it's just, and if you notice, I actually made the patty into a bit of an oval shape because that's the shape of the rye bread that we chose for today. So this is going to come together really nice.
Oh, here's our Reuben.
All right, so we got this coming on over to the block here. Hey Jay, you know when we did this last time, I was on the Cisco Virtual Kitchen Network here. I did a smoked brisket outside. Remember the seagulls taking my potato chips? I had a little bit of post-traumatic stress over that. So here we go.
That was awesome.
So we heat up the Montreal smoked meat. We put the sauerkraut on there. We got our fried
little
cheese.
Special sauce.
Oh yeah. You know what? I wanted to kick it up a little bit. I think traditionally you would use like a Russian dressing,
right?
But in this particular case, we opted for a spicy ham sauce, handmade from scratch. No, look, show that to the camera, right up there.
Come on.
Yeah, baby, look at that.
Come on.
So that worked out really well. You know what I'm going to do? You didn't do this, Steve, but I definitely am going to do this. So I'm going to turn this to the camera. You can see one last shot. That's really good. Yeah. And hey, Chef, you want to take a bite?
Oh, yes.
So we're going to pass this camera back over to Chef Steve over there. He's got another recipe.
Oh, guys, that looks ridiculous. So cool. Hey, listen, I wanted to show you just to prove what goat cheese does. So I just took that out of the fryer. Watch this, guys. Crunchy on the outside.
Oh yeah. Oh my.
Look at that. Look at that. That is just silky goodness.
That's food porn right there. That's beautiful.
That is for sure. Anyways, it works out really well. Okay, so as remember at the beginning, I was putting some of that beautiful pulled pork in my saute pan. It's beautiful right now. The fat's kind of all been rendered out. I'm going to hit that with some of Lynch's beautiful gourmet chipotle sauce. Just going to tip that pork up a little bit. Really give it a nice coat, which is going to be wonderful in my tacos. So again, nice sort of sweet heat, very approachable, very familiar to people. The chipotle flavor profile works beautiful in this application. So here we go. Wouldn't be a taco though, because we're talking about fried cheese. So I'm gonna let that go. The cheese application for this is little slice of cheddar, little slice of spicy Monterey Jack.
Are you gonna slap them down on the board like they do in the TikTok video?
Just like that. Just like that. nice and flat.
Macho Man Savage
All right.
Smackdown. Woo.
Oh yeah.
I need to
Off
put
the
on my
top,
sunglasses.
Listen to me now.
Off the top rope. Flying
That was
elbow.
fun.
Flying elbow. So I'm gonna back to the 80s wrestling. I love it. So I am gonna put these together after that big old slap. I'm gonna coat them in the flour, the egg, the panko like I did for the goat cheese. And I'm gonna place those into the deep fryer. Okay, I'm not gonna do it for you right now because I already did earlier. But this is what you end up with. This beautiful. Look at this.
Wow.
It's just like a beautiful double crusted little square of absolute deliciousness. So that is going to be
our hamburger patty back.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to grab a knife, which I don't know why I misplaced it over there, and I'm going to cut this into 3 pieces because I'm going to make a trio taco. Inside the middle, you just get beautiful ooey gooey
goodness,
like magooey goodness,
Magooey.
right? Magooey. So, in order to put this together, let me show you.
Well, I like those taco
Oh,
stands.
look at that taco stand.
That's
Okay,
all
so I'm gonna-
professional right there. That's a big budget kitchen.
This is just how we're gonna build some big old tacos. So I'm gonna put a piece of that cheese at the base of each of those tacos, and then I'm gonna grab some of that amazing
Beautiful
pulled pork. Look at this, and it's all nice and
That's the
sticky from that
Lefter's pulled pork
chipotle.
there, people.
That is right there.
What,
All right.
what sauce did you put in that?
That
Did
was
you put the chipotle or?
I did, Jeff. Thanks for asking. I put in the Lynch's gourmet chipotle we
Nice.
make here,
Nice.
which is fantastic. Nice sweet heat. It's going to be beautiful. So I put that in there. Then I'm going to hit this with some nice little fresh pico I made.
Tell me, that guy's got a professional kitchen there. Look at all these.
Look at it.
There's all those jugs. You got nice jugs lined up there. This is really nice.
Got all the tools.
This has got all the good stuff.
There we go.
We need to get some
Got a
sponsors
little,
over here in the Richard White kitchen.
Yes.
Look at, listen, this. Look at that. Little fresh, beautiful pickled onions over the top.
That's nice.
Gorgeous.
All right, some nice color. And then some fresh
flavor
little, some fresh little chipotle. Or sorry, cilantro over the top. Okay, and there you've got some really cool tacos. But if you wanted to as well, just because there's a bit of an empty spot on the board, take some of that little leftover pork. Grab another little piece of cheese because we got another extra one here. Lay this
that
down.
pulled pork works really well with that smoky chipotle because that pulled pork that we make, it's really got a nice distinct hardwood smoke flavor to it. It's crazy good. You got to try it.
Just kind of load this thing up. Oh, hit that with a little chipotle aioli.
Nicely done.
Very nice.
Right? Put that together. Wrap her up on the board. Call that a day. Look at that.
Nicely done.
Leaking out. Finish the board with little extra pico, some sour cream, some guac. You got a little feast. And again, remember that crunchy cheese in there with that pulled pork, that chipotle. Really good. So you know what? This was, for me, a really fun challenge to do because the idea of fried cheese, there's so many different ways you can go. And we really wanted to, like Richard said at the beginning, find ways to make it applicable in your operation. So from my end, just a couple ideas, some family style sharing salad, really nice tacos. And I tell you, I joked around with Richard yesterday. I haven't eaten that much cheese in a while. So it was a fun project to work on. Oh man.
Hey, that's great.
I got the camouflage on to camo the girth.
Camo the pounds
Anyway,
you put on.
Richard,
Hey, that was
brother.
really great. You know what? Those
Bring
are
her
some really great recipes there, Chef. I appreciate that. That was good. And I appreciate your help today. That was
Thanks
really
for
good
having
coming
me.
in.
It was awesome.
I think it was really great. So we got some little fried cheese curds that we're going to nibble on here as we look for our next TikTok challenge. So you can hit up Cisco on their Facebook page if you want to give us some ideas. If you think that you've got a TikTok challenge you think that we should take on and find a way to do it. If not, trust me, I'm going to be looking through my kid's TikTok account trying to find the next best video.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
All right, everybody. Until
Exciting
next time, thanks for checking out Food Service versus TikTok.
Cheers.
See you next time.